Are you listening? Damn.
It's like we got Big Mo and Nico calling each other out here. So got the road, guys. Got the road. Yes, I want to see you. And then we go, hey, Nico, man. No, this is your moment. This is your moment.
What exactly went down in Austin?
Man, main event, Clay Udley and me and him are boys. We train together and shit, and just
Yeah, I like
I
Clay
don't
a
know.
lot.
Oh yeah. I don't know what. Like I think he hurt his arm or something, but he lost the fight. You were there and seen it. And
Yeah,
I had a couple. I think we did a shot of Hennessy together, but yeah, I was a little loose
I,
and
we did a few shots actually.
yeah. Anyways, so yeah. So yeah, I just went up to the cage after that and told I don't think it's Rico or Nico or whatever. Told him he wouldn't last fucking a whole round in there with me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the security guy, you saw the video, security dude stepped in front and shit. I was like, I'm just, talking a little bit. He got on the mic calling me out and shit, and I was like, I don't know, we'll see. I talked to Jeremy too about it.
Okay, yeah, I had heard him say in the video, you're next," and I seen you stepping up to the cage. So I automatically assumed that there was some type of
No,
uh, words
I don't even know
exchange.
who, I honestly don't even know who he is. I just, like, you know how it is when somebody beats a teammate of yours and shit, and like, you know how you get, like, that's like someone beating up like your brother or some shit, you know?
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, yeah. It's
No,
like I fought the main event there back in 2013, I think. Nate Williamson and fucking he beat Clay in a fight when I was supposed to fight him, but I got injured. So like I finally got the opportunity, but this time it was like for the belt, fucking main event. So yeah.
yeah. So
So
when Clay lost to that dude, and then you went and fought him. I mean, not to avenge the loss, but because
but I mean, it
him
definitely
beating.
gave it extra shit. Yeah, I've had a few people that I've fought that beat my teammates, and then yeah.
Okay, so it adds more fuel to the fire and everything.
Oh yeah.
Hell,
Uh,
hell yeah. So I'm like, Nico is a dominating motherfucker or whatever. I've seen his fights. I've seen some highlights
what's
or
his
not high.
record?
I think he's 4-0, or it might be a little bit better than that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm
I
pretty sure
thought it
he's
said like
undefeated.
1-1 or some shit. I don't know. I was like, I don't even know if they'd let that fight happen.
I don't know what his amateur record is either. I'm like, I might be thinking of his amateur record. I'm not exactly sure. TJ knows stats. That dude just spits stats out like off the
Yeah,
top of his head by accident sometimes, you know. But he was the dude like telling like me and him got into an argument off screen about the uh Nico and Clay fight because dude, I love Clay. Clay's a
yeah.
beast, you know, and he's a respectable fucking guy. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't understand like uh anybody if anybody does say that they don't like Clay, it's because you're an asshole. You know, like he's such a cool dude, you know? And I can understand you having your teammates back, especially a dude like Clay. Like he's a fucking monster and he's a nice ass dude. Like
Oh
you
yeah.
you know, so I'm like
I think he did have to get surgery, so I think he got injured during the fight. Because I was one like
I
during
was
the
gonna ask
like
him about
he
that.
looked a little fucking like he didn't look like he was trying to throw the gun and shit. And like he did get rocked once. Like I don't know, I kind of blacked out during the fight. I was getting so pissed off. I was standing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So
So I'm like, did he say, or was there any type of exchange between him and Clay inside the cage that like inspired you to step up, or was it just the
no,
fact
I
that,
walked over to Clay after the fight, and then like told him good job and shit. I'm still proud of you, whatever. And then I seen dude in the like kind of boasting and talking shit, and I was like, that's when I don't know. That's why I said I kind of got a little heated and just walked up to him and told him straight up like you wouldn't last a round in there if it was me in there with you. Like be honest. And then the dude gave him the mic and he's like. He's like, you're next, whatever. And then the security guy came up and shit, and I was like, all right. I even went and tried to talk to him afterwards, and like like be respectful type shit, and then he got lippy in the back and then had like his grandpa or some shit talk shit. So I was like, all right, like we'll see down the road, because like I can't really fight right now because I got beat up really bad by a police officer in Mankato, and I
yeah,
got
I
the
remember you posting about that.
Yeah, and I fought 3 pro fights last year. Beat like the number 2 dude in Wisconsin, won a belt and shit. And then like 2 weeks after that happened, I was at just a normal little kickback. But yeah, good thing we got it on video. My charges are getting dropped. The cop's probably gonna get fired. But yeah, he punched me in my back of my head like 5 times against the ground. And like I've never had like a bad concussion before, bro. But like like my memory's still kind of fucked up from it. Like I'm seeing neurologists and shit because I want to fight again, but I got to get cleared first and make sure I'm good to go. Fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, dude, it does. I'm like, I know all about that. I just finally got
Yeah.
cleared after however long of being suspended for
Hell
medical
yeah. I
reasons.
was
And
supposed to fight Kyle Todd at Mystic last September. It was going to be a swing fight, so it could have ended up on TV, but I couldn't do the fight because I was like, just like I've never had a concussion before, bro. So I was like, it was bad. Like my coordination, like I hoop and shit, and I couldn't even shoot a basketball, bro. Like it was weird. Like fucking, it took a couple months for like the headaches and shit to go away, and like I'm still having like kind of like bad memory type problems and shit like that.
yeah. No, dude,
I
people
should
people don't
get cleared
understand
up.
how serious head injuries are, especially when you're completely defenseless. Like, I mean, they
And it
had
was
you
like,
handcuffed.
what's one of the rules in the UFC? There's not many rules. What's name one rule that you're
No
not supposed to?
strikes to the back of the head.
Motherfucker cop punched me 5 times in the back of my head against the cement, bro. You can hear it in the video. Crack, crack. Like I woke up in jail with golf ball sized knots in the back of my head, bro. Like
Damn.
it was bad, dude. Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm glad you beat the case, or hopefully beat the
Well,
case and that cop gets fucking
it's
fired because
you
yeah,
know,
but not even dismissed. Like the charges should be brought up against that fucking officer. Fuck that shit,
they're
you know?
going to- after the case, we're definitely taking legal action and like I actually got politicians ready to help me do a petition down here to get body cameras because I've had so many incidents with police where like I'm almost getting in trouble and then video surfaces and proves that they're lying. Like this won't be the first cop I got fired. Like they hate me,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. They're out to get
It's
your ass right now, just like Nico probably is.
shit. I get cleared, bro. Like I guarantee, like I'll take that fight any day, bro. I don't even. I'll do a half a training camp for him, bro. Like we could fight at. I'll cut down to 45 because he's kind of a little dude too, you know. That's
Yeah,
what I told him. Like you,
when him and Clay fought, was that at 45 or 55?
it was at like 55, 60 or some shit. But I can cut weight, bro. I can get down to 45, 55. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, weren't you
Like I fought.
the amateur 45 pound
I
champion for
was
Driller?
45, 55, and welterweight when I took the belt from Nate Williamson. So I had 3
Damn.
belts, and yeah, so I was doing catch weights and everything, bro. Like yeah,
Damn.
and then I
Shit.
finally learned how to cut weight down to 45, and that's when I ended up winning the amateur title from Driller. And then after that, I couldn't even get a fight, bro. At 45, I had to move up. Didn't even that was my last amateur fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had to
It,
serve
it,
different states and shit, bro. You know how it is when people duck fights and fucking try to just get you to fight when you ain't been fighting for a while or just came off an injury and ain't ready and shit. Like they
yeah.
be trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there are some sly promoters out there that know like a guy isn't training, but it's a good name to have on the card. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I totally understand that.
Hawaii last February and like had the trip booked, everything was good, and then like a week and a half before the fight, my opponent pulls out. So we're supposed to fight at lightweight, and then they gave me another name, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. This dude is like, he had probably 15 pounds on me, bro. Dude missed weight. I had to get 20% of his purse and shit like that. And he was just talking so much shit, bro. Like the whole time they made up a nickname for me, called me Manini Boto, which means like small fish or whatever. So after the fight, I
Oh,
showed Minnesota tattoo because I was like, I bet him that I bet a bottle of Don Julio that I finished the fight on the feet because dude's like a 20-3 kickboxer, and I even caught him with like a spinning back fist, fucking. Finally caught him with the money hand, clapped his ass, and then
hell yeah,
money hand, bro. Like ask
hell
Carter,
yeah.
that shit, ooh, that's deadly. Yeah, I caught him with that hand, and then once we got to the ground, elbows, bro. I keep telling my amateur fighters, like once you go pro, bro, them elbows is a game changer.
Yeah.
I can dude's nose, and then he stood up, locked in a guillotine on the arm. I had surgery. They told me I might not fight again. Choked him out with that on the feet. So the dude technically owes me Don Julio because he was standing up when I choked him out.
Okay,
but
are you gonna?
huh?
I'm sorry. No, what were you about to say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say like now I kind of got a little connection with Hawaii. Like I was supposed to fight there in March, but with the head shit going on, I gotta wait until I'm good to go and cleared up and shit. But yeah, I plan on dude Hawaii. I can't wait to go back. Like when I first got in the cage and looked down, and fucking see Max Holloway sitting right there, bro. Like this
Dude,
shit was insane, dude. Yeah.
that had to have been fucking dope as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And
so
he got legal weed out there too. So I got me a little goodie bag after the fights and shit. Cause
man,
like I got that prescription, bro. Like
man, how do I get me one of those? Shit. Well, who's your doctor? Nah, don't say it out loud. Private message me your doctor's name.
they don't even. I had to pay to go see them. You can't. They got doctors in the cities. Like they don't have them down here for this shit.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay,
this is.
so before we get too far off topic or whatever, so the whole Nico situation, you're basically just waiting to get cleared again, and then you want to fight, and then if you when you get cleared to fight again, do you want Nico to be your first fight back?
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Well,
Is
you
a
said
pig.
you said earlier that the commission might not allow it or a promoter might not pick it up just because
I think
how
I'd have to look up his record because I'm only 3-1. I got one loss because I took like a fight in Colorado on like 3 days notice.
and
The
that's like
fucking
a pro though,
the
right?
ref stopped me early. Like I got clipped on the shoulder and fucking when I was down, I was blocking every punch. Told the ref I'm good and he stopped the fight. Like I was trying to appeal the decision. I want a rematch, dude, and shit. Like I took it on 3 days notice, dropped him in the first 10 seconds. He's a D1 wrestler. That's all. He just started tying up after that.
So you went to his state and the ref stopped it early.
Yes.
Surprise, you know, like I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to say refs do that shit, but they do
They
that
do.
shit.
They do that shit sometimes. Like, if anybody needs to be drug tested, it's the judges and the fucking refs sometimes, bro. Like,
Um,
you know what I mean? Like, people would probably complain, this ain't no performance enhancing drug. Like, weed,
yeah.
that ain't help me win no fight. I mean, it
Well,
might actually.
yeah, it opens up your creative mind a little bit more, so you're able to throw the spinning, or you think about throwing the spinning back fist instead of just normally boxing. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm trying to help
Hey,
the people with
you
ammo.
do get creative, yeah, for real.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I honestly, I come up with some of my best questions while I'm high.
hell yeah.
Like I usually, dude, I'm waiting on my weed man right now. I'm like, I usually fucking, I usually smoke before I do any interview. I've never been
That's
accused of being high. I'm like, I'm always drinking during the interviews, and no one says, "Oh, Damien, you're drunk." I'm like,
intoxicated. Are you intoxicated? I'll be like, shut up, man.
severely, bro. I'm
I'm
fucking.
gonna drink a
I've
little
been,
whiskey and shit. Fuck
yeah,
you.
dude. I've been at work all goddamn day or whatever. I got home and I'm like, I cracked open a few beers. I don't gotta work tomorrow, so fuck it. I'm like, I work. Well, I don't work weekends, but I get. I do. I don't know. I don't know which weekend I will or will not have off. So I'm like, I know I don't work tomorrow, so I'm drinking right now.
Yeah. Shit, like so after that injury in the head, I was supposed to fight Kyle Todd at Mystic, and then I was actually gonna fight Kleber Luciano to defend my 55 title that I took from that Brandon Atfeld dude in Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
I would have been the main event in the Wisconsin fight, and then Hawaii, I would have either had a rematch. So I've missed three like pretty good, like, cause you know me, bro. I get like with my last amateur fight, I got like 5 racks in sponsor money, bro. Like I
Mhm.
got fighters that I manage and get them fucking like, cause like motherfuckers was asking me like, how you get so much money for an amateur fight, and I'm like, so I was like, do you know who the fuck I am? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because
people trying to get money. They're like, who are you? BMO Dollars, Brian Morrison. Like a lot of people, bro, don't like me, but you know what? I don't. That's good because
dude,
like
I
you
don't
know
think
they
I.
either want to
Sorry, no, I'll let you finish. My bad.
talk. No, like I want to get a bag of lemons to walk around with, so when they say my name or talk about me, they can suck on a lemon because they be like, oh, that BMO guy. Like, man, I
Sour
don't got.
puss.
Yeah, I don't got problems with nobody, but a lot of people just can't stand me, bro. But it's like you either want to see me get knocked out or you want to see me win, but at least you still want to watch me fight. Like I come to fight, I'm excited. Like that's why I can't like I feel like one of them dogs with a cone. I just want to scratch, but I gotta wait. But I'm a patient motherfucker, bro. So when I do come back, I'm gonna be a different fighter with like I'm gonna be pretending like the dude in the cage is the cops, bro. I'm gonna be trying to catch a body,
Hell
like
yeah.
bad
Hell
intention.
yeah. Dude, it
I'm
was
dead ass
funny
serious.
because I've never had a problem with you before. Like ever since I've known you, we've been cool, you know.
Well,
But I was
shit. We talk shit to each other when we see each other in public, but it's fun. You know
it's
how it is,
it's
bro.
friendly shit talking. It's like, what's up, motherfucker? Not shit, bitch.
Well,
You know, like
ain't
it's
coming up
not.
hey, bud. Like this, I almost got in a fight a couple weeks ago because this motherfucker called me bud, bro. And then I checked him about it. And then as I was about to leave peacefully, he snuck another one in. Like, here you go, bud. And I was like Tyrone. I said, fuck all that bud shit. I was like, you basically just called me a bitch, being cryptically. So I started calling dude a bitch and shit, like bitch. But he didn't want, like, pretty sure I put the fear of God in him. Like he got scared and shit.
Yeah. Dude, I was asked by one of my coaches why we get along because when I was fighting, I was causing a lot of controversy, talking a lot of shit, and you were kind of the same way. But when we got together, it was like we're cool. Like, what do you mean? Like, I met somebody that was like me. I felt.
You're a real fighter. Like some of these dudes be treating this shit like it's gonna be a match, like good match, bro. Like fuck, like trying, like
Yeah,
fuck.
it's a fight.
When we
Dude,
get
as
it's
much
a
as
fight, bro, like, did you get
as
in
much
fights?
of a sport as it is, as much of a sport as it is, it's fighting. You're learning. Okay, so when people try to say like I'm a martial artist or whatever, I'm like I get that. That's fine. You can be a martial artist. I'm learning. I'm learning martial arts so I can fight you with that martial art. I'm not learning martial arts so I can compete. Fuck competing. I want to
Oh
beat
yeah.
your fucking ass.
So yeah, like that's what I feel like it is. Did you get in a lot of fights when you were younger, bro?
Yeah.
Like, like bro, me too. Like I'm a natural fighter. Like you, what's there's a bunch of like football, basketball. I've been hurt worse playing basketball, but I can play basketball. That you can't
Yeah.
play fighting, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can. I mean, I can't even win it on fucking the Wii and the, like slap boxing, but you get in a real fight, bro. Like I'm a pugilist, but I also learned the jujitsu and like I'm a dangerous person. Like that's why the cops treat me the way they do because they feel like they can just say, "Oh, he's a knucklehead, he's a fighter." But thank God, that's why I believe in God for videos, bro. I'm gonna have videos on all my whips, fucking all my cribs, everything, bro. You like these cops out here. I'm not against police at all, but that's the biggest losses I've taken is from the police. I got fucked up in the head
Yeah.
from
No, I'm
over.
like there's a quote I can't remember who says it, but all power corrupts. Uh,
Oh,
I'm like the thing is that as much as we need cops, we need more consequences for the cops when they fuck up. If you're
yeah,
in charge of enforcing the law and then you break the law, you should face a more severe consequence than just a civilian who doesn't know the law for
that's how I
breaking the law.
That's
You
how
know, you
the state's finna pay me big time, bro. Because I got videos. I've got some training day shit where they raided my crib, gun to my head, tore my whole shit apart, broke a bunch of shit, didn't find nothing, bro, and then just came back with a warrant. And then I call after I get beat up trying to get a record of it, but the police don't have a record, the sheriff or the drug task force. But I got a video of all the aftermath. I got the piece of paper they gave me. So like these motherfuckers be on some dirty shit. But like you were saying, they're supposed to protect and serve. But the shit that I know and that I can prove that they do, that like they need to be held more accountable. I wish we could make like a bully beatdown show and these dirty cops
cops.
motherfucker
Any
like you and me. And it ain't, I'll even wear headgear and shit. I'll wear gloves. I'm beating the dog shit out of the motherfucker, bro. Like
that was
that's
funny as fuck.
my son.
It
Met
would
my
be
son at
number
the fight.
one show.
You met my
Sorry.
son at the fight, right?
Yeah.
I told him to tell you. I said, what's the only thing worse than a rat? And he said a cop that's a rat, a dirty cop.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, that's the only thing worse than because I'm teaching my son you don't snitch, you don't like you. He ain't even been in a fight yet, bro. He almost 11 years old. I told him 7-year-old BMO against you right now. I'll put 1,000 on 7-year-old me versus him at. No, bro. He ain't. I've been fighting like man. I be thinking about the shit I used to do at his age and how he is, and I'm just like, whoa, bro. Like it's crazy.
Dude, that's funny as hell that you say that because I've literally said the exact same thing to like my friends' kids or like not necessarily like that I'll beat their ass, but I'm like, dude, you think you could beat me if we were the same age? I guarantee I'd kill you. And they're like, but my friends' kids are like 4, like the oldest one is 4.
He's scared. They need that though. Like my son, he kind of soft. I'm not gonna lie, because he ain't never really been in a fight. But he's like
Yeah.
Simba Mufasa. He could just run behind me. But I keep like I be.
Dude, your son's respectful as shit. Honestly, I like your son a lot.
No, I'm teaching him to be a stand up dude. Like, yeah, he knows respect ain't given, is earned, and it's either from admiration or fear. So they're either gonna respect you because they like you or they scared of you. But either way, they're gonna respect you. Like he
Yeah.
knows what it is. Yeah.
All right. Uh, shit. It's approaching 20 minutes right now.
And
I'm
let's do a
gonna.
little talk some shit, bro. Like I want to talk some shit about something, bro.
Who do you want to talk shit about?
I don't care, bro. I just want to talk some shit. Like,
All right. This is. I'm gonna end it after the cop thing or whatever, right? And then that'll be the interview that I post, and then all of this shit will just be like bonus material and shit, and we'll post it like as all together. I mean, not all together. The video will be separate from this part, but
yeah.
but right now, I'm gonna ask you. Okay, who do you think is the biggest promotion out of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and which promotion do you respect the most?
Well, see, there's some. I respect all of them, bro. Cause I even want to get into doing some promotional work and shit. But like, I mean, Driller's obviously probably one of the biggest in Minnesota. But then you got North Star Combat, and then fucking obviously LFA for like
Yeah.
that's if they do Mystic, like they do their thing. And that's like if you want to get to the UFC, that's the way to go. But like I think CFFC is Cage Fury Fighting Championships out of I think it's Wisconsin. I'm not even sure, but I've got a couple of my because I manage a few fighters, so I've gotten them fights and shit. But I mean, like I respect Rob Mrotek because he's got me a few fights and like
Mhm.
yeah, and he does
He
like
puts on some solid shows. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think anybody's covering his shows like that though. Like we're because I'll find out that the fights are going on the week of, and
yeah,
I'm mad as fuck about it. Cause I'm
yeah.
sorry, my bad.
No, you good? That's promotion, bro.
Yeah, like
Like
and
this when I go to Hawaii, bro. Like there's X1 and then I fought for Destiny Promotions and then there's X1 World Events. So if you fight for X1, they fly you out there and shit. Like that's the best promotion out of Hawaii. That's where Max won the belt. And like yeah, like I'd say Driller. I miss Brutal, bro. Like I went down and got Wiggs a fight for Brutal down in Iowa. I saw fucking Alan Case down there. Like me, that's Johnny Case's older brother.
okay,
Me and him fought for like he had the Iowa title, and then I had the Minnesota Brutal title before Dan Moret got it, and fucking we fought for like basically the unified title. And then I ran into him, and that was like fucking 10, 11 years ago, bro. It was crazy. Like I seen him backstage, saw Nick Gamps. He's still a ref
yeah,
and shit.
dude.
Nick's my guy. I seen
I
him down there. I
haven't.
was like,
God,
yeah,
dude,
bro. When Wiggs was the
Gamps
main
is my
event.
guy, dude.
Yeah, Wiggs was the main event against Luis Saldana down in Iowa, bro. It was a good fucking fight. He pulled it off and shit.
Oh
And yeah,
yeah.
Nick was there. I think he was the ref or he was on the commission. But yeah, I seen him. I was like, man, bro, I missed them brutal days, bro. Like,
Are you still helping Wiggs get fights and stuff?
oh yeah, like
I'm like, that
he
dude's a monster, bro.
yeah, I never have him under contract, bro, because I tell him I'm like, bro, you're like my brother, bro. I don't need to put you under contract, like, because all the money I'm getting for you, you could even have a manager, but like even when I have a manager, I have a strict clause in my contract where it says sponsor money is all mine. I'm gonna get all my own sponsor money. Y'all can't touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get like, bro, as in my amateur career, I had like, I think I was like 15 fights, but like if I added up all the sponsor money, it's ridiculous. Hopefully the IRS don't try to come out at me or some shit. But yeah, I got like when I
As
fought,
long as you leave it at ridiculous and you don't give a set amount, you fuck them.
no,
They
no,
don't know shit. They prove that you made the money, motherfucker. If it was all cash, they can suck a
it's
dick.
not what you know, it's what you can prove, and I can prove.
Exactly.
Like with Nico, I could prove you wouldn't last around, bro. Cause I bet on the fights. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I bet I bet 3 bands on one of my own fights, bro. And like you gotta bet with some like legit people that you know are gonna pay up. But like
Yeah.
I got steel toe boots and ski masks and shit. Like I'll go collect my shit, but like cause I'm addicted to gambling
Yeah.
and women, bro. Like and right now all I can do is gamble on women, so I gotta wait. Like I can't wait till they're like, oh, you can fight again. I'll be like, fuck yeah. I'll call Jeremy up and tell him what's up with Nico. Like, let's do who's the amateur or the pro driller champ right now at 55?
I don't think they're. I think it's vacant right now.
Yeah, so fuck us, let us fight for the belt, bro. I'll fucking man, I'm good in title fights. Like, dude, I honestly just watching him fight Clay and his stature and like he's not a big dude, bro. We could fight at 55, 45. I don't give a fuck. Like his wrestling shit's not gonna work with me. He don't want to see me on the feet because he's gonna get lit up and fucking if it goes to the ground, bro. You know I hold the record for submissions as an amateur. I got 12 submissions with 5 different moves. Like I could lock
Yeah.
a motherfucker arms, everything, bro. Like
Back when the Mankato fight team was fucking huge, and you guys were just submitting or TKOing everybody for a long time. A long time. I don't know if that's the correct name of the gym. I called Mankato Fight Team. Is that what you guys were called?
another thing where I get mad, bro, is like, so I don't have any belts, bro. Like I got like championship belts, but I never wrestle. I don't have a white belt or a jujitsu belt, but like that's why that one of my things is I'm a white belt in every martial art, but in street fighting I'm a fucking 3-degree black belt, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you get fight on the street, motherfucker. There ain't no weight class. Dudes be talking shit like, I know this. Like motherfucker, you better know something because you about to be in a fight. Like, and then like me and you, I guarantee dudes be like, oh, I got the woo wop. I got guns. I can shoot, motherfucker. Bro. I be shooting AKs and like I can get guns if I want them, but I don't need them. Like the reason people have guns is because of motherfuckers like me and you, bro. But I'm
Yeah.
still like if it came down to a draw, Doc Holliday, a motherfucker, bah, quick shot.
Hell yeah.
Coward ass shit don't want to do like because we little dudes, bro. We could probably scrap against some fucking 300 pounds. Like I beat some big dudes up before, like that Tupac uppercut. It's so raw to watch me battle motherfuckers that are like 3 times my size. Like we got heart, bro. Like that's something you, like years, but we got heart, and it don't matter if you go to any gym, you can't get the heart. That shit comes.